Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. Great to be with each and every one of you here this morning. We are about a minute to get started, so make sure to send the invite. We did post it on the chat to be able to expose everyone. Remember, a year's about to end and a new year's about to begin. So let's create that exposure. Let's give this incredible opportunity to anyone as a gift under their Christmas tree, let's put it that way, and also for an upcoming prosperous 2026. So we got another minute. Let's continue to send those invites. I do see a couple of guests that just showed up here, but it's great to be here. All right. Right now, someone's waiting to hear about our opportunity. So make sure that we bring it to them. Okay. So great to see you all here. Dr. G.W. Parker's with us, Jameson, Leticia, Ron, Game Changer, David, Monifa, Emily, Martha, Cassandra, Rich. I like that. Elisa Cabello, Lonnie Howard, Lynn Casamayor Gibbs, Erica Joseph, and Herschel Gibbs. All right. So it's great to be here with each and every one of you. Let's get started. It's going to be a compressed, dynamic, informative conversation. Very simple. It's only going to be about 4 minutes. So the exposures that we create are just to be able to pick anyone's interest for them to be able to see exactly what our company is all about. We're not complicated in regards to explaining things because we don't have to do the work. All we have to do is learn to refer. And I'm pretty sure we are very familiar with referring restaurants, memberships, anything that we consume, we always like to refer. So what I'll do is I'm going to pop up the screen on a short minute here. And just let us know where you're chiming in from. If you can just put it in the chat, that would be great, great to get to know you a little bit better. All right, so I'm about to pop up the screen. There we go. And how's your Saturday, by the way? Are you all ready for Christmas, the holidays? I'm pretty sure we all are. So who is here? Let me see who wants to break the ice and let us know where you're connecting from. Am I being heard? Let me here's what I'll do. I
Good
think we
morning. Good morning, Fernando from New Jersey.
Elisa from New Jersey, Ron from North Carolina now, Monifa from Queens, New York, Martha from Los Angeles. There we go, from Los Angeles, California. So we definitely know that you're hearing me. Excellent. Well, once again, this is Fernando Ramirez, a regional director with Make Wealth Real. Listen to that name. How does that make you feel? Being a part of Make Wealth Real, where lifestyle and legacy connect. We also have David from Bradenton, Florida. We have Lynn from Greetings, Phoenix, Arizona. Rely, North Carolina. That's Ron. Okay, I didn't know if I was going to pronounce it right. That's why I only said North Carolina. But Ron, I know that you're new there, and you're pretty close to our two-star regional marketing director, residual club earner, million club earner, Dr. G.W. Parker. Hey, I'm telling you, you got the best, energetic leader out there close to you. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here with you. I've been fortunate enough to just to give you a little run, who I am, a little background of who I am. I've been in the industry for 31 years. I have been able to enjoy walking away from a job when I was 25. I was a plumber working too many hours for so little money that I got tired of that. So when I was introduced into the industry, it enlightened me that a person like me could have a chance to be able to do something great with my life when I was 24 years young. By the time I was 29, I was able to position myself in this incredible industry to a six-figure income opportunity where I made a six-figure income at 29. At 35, I lost it all. I thought making money was about exposing luxurious things, and it left me with nothing. So within a 5 year after that, being back to where I was, which is broke, it taught me a lesson that the next time around, I would find an opportunity, I would capitalize on investing my money and saving it. And that's exactly what we did for 13 years with another company. We built a business bigger than that I could expect. I mean, my mind was let me build a business that grows enough to be able to leverage from, but it grew to more than 20,000 active people. And that gave me the opportunity to feel that I could do something great with my life. And it gave me a chance to reposition myself and continue on with my life with my wife. And I was able to meet Martha in that previous practice company. And that gave me the opportunity to be able to know that I could start over again. See, if you feel right now that maybe, life has given you a bad lending hand, you know what? That's gone. From this point forward, you got to understand that life always gives us an opportunity. And I was able to experience that working for 13 years for that company. But then moving forward, we were able to find Make Wealth Real, where this is going to be basically our final destination and our decision in the business world. And this platform has given us a chance to be able to enjoy walk away income, and it's given us the opportunity to be able to expose what we have. So it's simple, it's not complicated. You don't have to get licensed. So when we came to this company 3.5 years ago, we started from the ground up, and we were able to position ourselves to a compensation plan that would allow us to be able to live life comfortably. Obviously, we don't want to be where we were when we started it, which is, we got to $73,000 per year, $200 per day, getting paid 365 days per year. We experienced that, but our objective obviously is bigger than that, because we come from generating incredible figures with a company that we were with for 13 years, and we know that this platform is going to surpass what we did. So if we have been able to do that, why couldn't you? All right, so let's get into the information right here. Make wealth real. Listen to this: self-funding residual and passive income system. The word system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. So we're going to play the video. Click and play. It's only 4 minutes. Right after we finish with the video information, we're going to get your questions answered. And right after that, we're going to jump to a quick 15-minute training. Okay, so we can get back into our doings and continue our weekend. So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, once I click and play the video, if you can all hear it by putting a fire emoji in the chat. All right, so 1, 2, 3, here we go. Let's play it.
To MWR. Our incredible self-funding system is waiting to help you shift, earn, and leverage your way to true time and financial freedom without touching your existing income or creating another expense. Here's how it works. When you join MWR with our Lifestyle and Legacy membership, you immediately tap into powerful lifestyle strategies that shift money back where it belongs, in your pocket, instead of the government, banks, and big business. On average, members see $700 per month back within weeks and over $2,000 per month long term. Our experts do the work. You enjoy the results. How? By eliminating debt, reducing taxes, lowering monthly bills, restoring credit, and saving you money on everyday purchases. These savings then become fuel, money you can use to buy and rent silver through our exclusive silver rental program. For the first time ever, you can now earn passive income from silver at a rate of up to 2% per month, a potential 24% annual return. Past performance does not guarantee future results. However, even if you average just 1% per month, 12% annually, this still outperforms most traditional wealth building strategies like crypto, forex, stocks, or even real estate, without the risks, headaches, or special skills needed to participate. This fixed-rate monthly rental income is the foundation of real-time and financial freedom. Your money working for you, not the other way around. And it's only available through MWR. But it gets even better. By choosing to join as a MWR business owner, you can also earn unlimited immediate income and a residual income of $5 up to $15,000 daily by simply sharing MWR with others. Income that shows up day after day, month after month. For work, you or your team does just one time. This lets you grow your income every month while benefiting from the efforts of many, not just your own. And as that residual income grows, you can use some or all of it to buy and rent even more silver, multiplying your passive income month after month. Finally, the MWR Fundable 360 program lets you leverage the bank's money to accelerate everything. This optional program gives you guaranteed access to $50,000 in ongoing unsecured business funding with no personal credit or collateral required. Just plug in, follow the guidance of our experts, and use the funding however you choose, including acquiring more silver to expand your passive income. All of which can be done without using any of your existing income. This is how you build wealth, faster, safer, and smarter than ever before. It's also what makes MWR the opportunity of a lifetime. You see, access to MWR is exclusive. The only way you or anyone else can participate is by invitation only, as we said before. By simply sharing MWR with others, you can unlock the income you've always wanted, starting with our luxury residuals that pay from $5 up to $15,000 per day. One income stream with massive potential of up to $5.4 million per year. And as you advance through our ranks, you can also stack unlimited $300 weekly lifestyle bonuses. Earn $30 to $150 for every new QMD that joins your team through unlimited levels with our legacy bonuses, and collect up to $1,500 fast with our 30, 60, and 90-day momentum bonuses. But the real power of MWR's opportunity is leverage. When you share MWR with others, and our experts help them put hundreds or even thousands back in their pockets, they naturally want to share it too. This ripple effect can help you earn $20 per day or $600 per month with just 12 team members, or $3,000 per month with as few as 90 members on your team. For many, that's the car, the home, or the breathing room they've been waiting for. And for others, it's the path to firing a boss or retiring a spouse by being able to build the 6 or 7-figure residual income they've always dreamed of. Whatever your goal is, MWR gives you the systems, support, and strategies you need to make it a reality. Welcome to Make Wealth Real, where lifestyle and legacy connect.
How simple is that, ladies and gentlemen? What an opportunity. In 31 years that I've been a part of this incredible industry, I never seen anything as simple as what you just saw, okay? Basically, what you all saw on a very simplistic level is shifting expenses to income. That's why when we talk about self, we'll start with shifting. So what our company teaches is to shift your expenses back into income for you, all right? So when you're able to do that, it gives you the opportunity to think a little, with a broader mentality, to now from shifting expenses to income, you start earning. Why do you start earning? Because you start referring others into what we do, and that actually kicks in the compensation plan. So shift is shifting expenses to income. Don't forget that. And when you get excited about shifting expenses to income, you start to expose what we do, and that allows you to earn income. That's what self stands for. And leverage. You leverage from OPM, other people's money, which is fundable 360. So you can invest more of your money. And lastly, the letter F stands for freedom. Simple. I mean, the more we understand what we're all about, see, self has a meaning, and you just saw it on a very short video. How many of you can expose that video so people can understand the acronym self? Shift expenses, to income, earn income, leverage from OPM, other people's money, so you can enjoy freedom. So that's what self stands for, okay? And that's what you have. You got that power in your hands. So now we're going to get into our training. Not unless anybody has any questions or anything that you want to share with us that you're taking with you from what you just saw, a 4-minute simple video. Anyone, you can raise your hand. What I will do, because now we're converting into a training, we're going to give access to open microphones and open cameras. No questions? 1, 2, 3. So it looks like you are all ready to expose. Yep, get your questions answered. That's right, Munifa. All right. So this is being recorded. As a matter of fact, if you want to hear more about what we're all about, our reading club this morning was amazing with Dr. G.W. Parker and every leader that commented. I mean, I took a lot with me. I took a lot of notes, but most importantly, the kind of environment that we have in our reading clubs. So if you haven't participated in one of them, we're going to re-engage back into our reading clubs right after the holidays. Okay. So, I mean, we know that we got Christmas and we got New Year's, but see, Christmas and New Year's for us is a celebration that should happen every single day. Okay, and I know that we use these special occasions to be able to celebrate because that's what we traditionally know about celebrations. You got to celebrate every single day. And MWR allows us that opportunity to celebrate your life every single day, celebrate your birthday, celebrate holidays, and feel with that level of enthusiasm and excitement to know that you got an opportunity that allows you to live with choices. And the choices that you choose are choices of prosperity for you and your family. So I see that we have Elisa here with her hand up. Hi, Elisa.
Fernando, good afternoon. No, good morning. Good morning for me. You know, the time goes too fast, but it's fine. I love this training. I love understanding that every one of us can click and play a very short video. I love the tools that the company prepare for us every time. This great man, the CEO, Mr. Brian House, sees an opportunity to give more tools, an easy way to show what we are able to do with this platform, with this opportunity. I'm very proud to represent, you know, like I say this morning in the reading class, I'm very proud. I don't know if you can feel that, but you know, I'm very, very proud, grateful. That is one of the words, gratitude. It's great, you know, to be grateful, and it's a gratitude all the time to see how great is this opportunity and the people that we are working with. And I want to thank you, Fernando, because you are a great leader, for your leadership, for everything you do for all the company. It's not just our team, it's the company. Thank you so much, Marta. We love you so much. You are there all the time too. And thank you. Thank you for the teamwork that you are doing every day at your house. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa, for those encouraging words. We really appreciate that relationship. Since we met 3.5 years ago, I mean, we felt that we were family, and everyone that is here right now, and I'm not going to mention any names because I can't see behind the scenes, Elisa, but all you guys that have poured into us as much as Elisa says that we pour into you. I feel that we get more from you than what we give away, because what we get from you, it's priceless. The relationships that we built with each and every one of you, that's why we love what we do. Because what you see here in the screen, Elisa, and everyone else that is here, is your network determines your net worth. And I want you to start thinking about why we start to separate why we start to separate from everyone else that maybe will laugh at us. We're not going to be able They're not going to be able to understand what we're all about. Is we start to engage with other like-minded people that have big dreams. Monifa, I see your hand up.
Yes, you hit it right on the head. Great presentation this morning, book reading as well. This is why I share this, because of the opportunity that we have before us, that we're not just in it. I love the community. I got to say that first and foremost, because it's not that I'm in it by myself. When I started, I was afraid. I was scared. Oh, I got to talk to people. I got to tell people. But as the company evolved, it made it so much easier with tools and shorter presentations. People have like ADHD. They don't want to sit too long to hear a whole bunch of talking. So they made it so much quicker and easier. It's either they see the value or they don't. So I appreciate this, that because the reason why I stuck and stayed is that they have saved me $1,006 per month back into my house by just shifting, because I added this home-based business to my household. They adjusted my W-4 and I was able to bring back $1,006 back into my household. They have lowered my light bill, my cable, my internet bill. They have lowered my gas. They have lowered my insurance, just because I have a home-based business. The tax codes, they cater to home-based business. I like that the book that we read before, the ES B and I quadrant, this allows us to move over to the business and the investment quadrant. I am now 50 ounces in silver, and I'm receiving appreciation on my silver, and I'm receiving monthly returns on my silver. I'm scheduled to get out free on my house from a 30-year mortgage down to a 10-year mortgage. I have yet since paid off 3 years. So I'm down to 7 more years to go to be debt free totally. That's the only debt I have in case I may buy a new car soon. So I may get back into a little debt. But hey, this will help me pay that off in record time. Um, what else did I want to add? Oh God, I don't know what else I want to add, but I love this program and I'm sharing it. I'm getting loud. I'm sharing it with everyone I know. It's either they see it or they don't. I love the like-minded community that I have set myself in, and it changed my paradigm to where I am shifting into the abundance that God designed for us, not what the world designed. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Oh my God, Monifa. I mean, geez. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this really touched my heart. I mean, I know Monifa. Monifa, it's a house on fire. She's always excited, pretty lit up, and this is the reason why. See, sometimes we don't know what's happening behind the scenes until someone says, "This is what I've received." She talked about shifting $1,006 per month. Correct me if I'm wrong, Monifa. $1,006 per month. So shifting that.
Yes.
Now she's sharing to earn, right? She's got passive income she's building, residual income she's building for sharing, and the passive income comes from precious metals. So she's basically starting to see the path of freedom, right? That's why I love. Hey, you know what? Find her on Facebook, and she's got also her YouTube channel. But this woman is she's on fire, and I see why, Monifa. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Look, check this out, Monifa, and everyone else that is here. See, when I hear Monifa's story, this is what I see. Elisa sharing, Cassandra, everyone else. I don't want to leave anyone out. Ron Samuels, Dr. G.W. Parker. See, this your network determines your net worth. The saying your network is your net worth emphasizes the importance of building strong relationships in various aspects of life, including career, social life. Who wouldn't want a social life with Monifa? I believe me, she's contagious with her energy and even personal development. You heard what she said. She learned from the previous book that we were reading, Cash Flow Quadrant, right? She learned more. A strong network can open doors to new opportunities, offer valuable insights, and provide support in times of need. Didn't we need this testimonial? She decided to raise her hand and share exactly what our company has done for her. See, she didn't talk about the technical aspects of what the service does because she doesn't need to. All she did is rely on the system, rely on our company experts, let them do all the work, and share. That's not hard to do. Play that little video that we just talked about right now. And if you don't have a testimonial, guess what? Now you have one. You can use Monifas. See how we borrow from other people's success stories? So you can just kind of engage your conversations, especially through the holidays. You know what most people are going to be talking about through the holidays? Any thoughts? They're going to be talking about New Year's resolution, right? But did you know that only 9% of the people that start a New Year's resolution, and this is a study bank, only 9% will stick to it the entire year. The rest are going to go back to living the same old, same old. That's why we have to learn to get trained, condition ourselves so you can become a testimonial like Monifa. See, she opened her microphone and she shared. She gave you right now a tip. You can share my testimonial. I took notes on the testimonial. Believe me, I'm going to use Monifa's story. And I guarantee you, if I find someone that works for the postal services, because that's what Monifa does, I can say, listen, I got a winner in our team that does exactly what you do. I'm going to get a hold of her so she can give you her testimony. Who wouldn't want to use her testimony? I would. I got leverage. Does that make sense? So this is what we're all about, ladies and gentlemen. And I guarantee you, if you start to understand the simplicity of our business, you're not going to suffer. I guarantee you that. Sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves rather than putting the pressure on the system. So here's what I'm going to show you. Something very simple to do, okay? let's talk about become an expert at exposing, not an expert at explaining. Okay, you will learn to do that because eventually you're going to start building stories, testimonies, and you're going to start to get to know the platform better. So now you're going to become helpful to the people that you're going to teach to expose. So we're constantly teaching every newcomer to expose a 4-minute video, expose testimonies until you build your own, and expose the people that you work with. They're going to be able to get your questions answered. So this is you right here. And as a matter of fact, what I want you to start thinking about for this upcoming year, because we're going to do lunches starting the first Sunday of the year. We already got Cassandra positioned to relaunch. She said it today. I'm ready to relaunch. So we got people that are relaunching, and believe me, she's got an incredible testimonial too. Her and Slim, her husband. So they got an incredible testimonial. They're going to relaunch. It's a new upcoming year. Anybody that wants to relaunch, you can relaunch, and we're going to have Dr. G.W. Parker presenting and celebrating the lunch. And if you're new, put yourself on the list to lunch. But how do we do that? By exposing. Let me give you the strategy to be able to expose an incredible lunch or relaunch. I want you to, after we're done today, I want you to go put your list of contacts together. As you can see here, this is us. Let's all become new because I'm doing the same thing too. Let's all become new. All right. So we're all going to put our list of contacts together, and don't expect everyone to say yes. Don't expect everyone to, to watch the video. Don't expect everyone to answer the phone when you call them back. It's part of the engagement of the process, but I can give you a number. The bigger your list, the greater chances you'll have at people saying yes to you. All right. So here's what we do. Let's build a list of contacts. If I were to sit down with you right now, I can guarantee you I can find 25 names of the people that you have on your phone phone contact list. I can definitely do that from letter A through letter Z. I will find a minimum of 25. What do you get out of 25 people that you can actually reach out to bless? Listen, not to sell, to reach out to bless. What do you reach out? You reach out to 25 people. What is your estimated rate of return? Is at least a minimum of 3 enrollments. That's about 10%. Okay, so a 10% enrollment, 25 people. So if you put 50, that would be about 6 enrollments. And how do we do that? Very simple. Don't complicate things. Remember the video that we exposed earlier today. It's a 4-minute video. All right. And this is what you can learn to say. Learn to ask the right questions. I want you to write down the acronym FORM. Acronym FORM. FORM. Remember, holidays. What are people thinking about? Family. Letter F stands for family. All right. So what do they want? They want time freedom to be with their family throughout the holidays. So now people are planning. I hope I don't work on the 24th evening, so I can celebrate with my family the 25th. They're thinking about those things right now. And they're probably thinking about what they're going to give away, right? And a lot of people don't have anything financially to give away. So they're probably thinking about, my God, I'm going to maximize my credit card. So everybody's planning right now. No matter what, everybody's planning. So Christmas comes along. And then right after Christmas goes away, it's New Year's. So there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of connections, maybe family you haven't seen for a while or friends you haven't seen for a while, ready to celebrate. Put the list of contacts together. And I want you to keep your switch on. Don't turn it off, please. Keep it on when you're doing your family gatherings, because we're going to transition to occupation. All right. So here's how we're like having a conversation with family, right? We're eating, we're celebrating, we're giving out gifts, right? We're hugging. There's a by the way conversation. So from family gathering, you shift to by the way. How's work going for you? Occupation. What are your plans for this following year, 2026, in work-related opportunities? Oh, well, same old, same old. I mean, I hope I can get a pay raise. or I hope I don't get fired, there's going to be some sort of a connection of conversations about work-related issues too. Okay, so pay attention to those details. Once that takes place, what do people want right after that? See, what you're doing with the letter R, which is next, is your relationship building with family, talking about the traditional conversation. You're doing the connections, right? So it's a gathering. You're not talking about business. It's only a gathering. It'll be a quick 2-minute conversation on business, okay? So once you talk to them about, engage the conversation of family, occupation, and recreational time, what are your plans for New Year's? Are you going to take a little vacation? They might say, no, I got to get back to work. All right. Hey, listen, the letter M, you already found their motives. By the way, listen, I've been gifted. I've been gifted the opportunity to change my life. What do you mean you've been gifted the opportunity to change? Yep. See, I got something that I'm truly excited about, and it's got to do with lifestyle and legacy. Lifestyle and legacy. What do you mean? I'm not going to go in details. I got a 4-minute video that I'd like to expose to you, here in the conversations that we have. I mean, I don't want to disturb what we got going on here as a family, but I'm going to text you a video that I want you to watch. The gift that was given to me about lifestyle and legacy, I want to expose it to you. That's it. Don't say no more. And if they say, sure, send it to me. Text it to me. Great. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you in the next few days to get your feedback in what I exposed to you. Would that be all right? Sure. Get back to the conversation of family again. Don't do no more. They might be curious and ask you, can you tell me more? Not at this time. Let's continue with our celebration. We don't want to break away from family conversations. Leave it at that. Leave them curious and send them the video. All right. So once you do that, you're putting the pressure on the system. As you can see here in the bottom is you're putting the pressure on the system. Remember, acronyms. Self, right? Now I'm going to teach you system. Save yourself time, energy, money. That's what the acronym system stands for. I'm teaching you 2 acronyms on top of what our company gave us, which is self. So the other acronym is form. I want you to create this type of connections with acronyms so you can have a conversation and you know that we are a systematic network. Form. So when you hear the word form, you know what it means. When you hear the word self, you know what it means. When you hear the word system, you know what it means. Save yourself time, energy, money. Form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation. Self is shift expenses to income. Earn equals income. Leverage equals other people's money so you can enjoy freedom. You see how simple it is? We're not complicated. All right. And it's not rocket science. I'm glad because I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not even embarrassed to talk about this. In 31 years, I've never been judged because I didn't graduate high school, and I became a young father at the age of 18. No one has judged me for 31 years. That's why I feel so free to expose myself, because nobody is going to judge me. The only determination of judging is my efficiency and results. So if I can bring results to the table, believe me, nobody has nothing to say about you because you're bringing results on the table. And that's what this is all about. So now once you do that, then you expose your leaders when you give them a call back. Hey, how's it going? I left you a video the other night on Christmas Eve. And let me ask you a question. What did you like most about what you saw? I want you to think about this. Don't ask, did you watch the video? Always assume that they have already done their due diligence. And you know how we leaders understand little assignments? By those little details. And we don't get offended if they forgot to watch it. And we don't get offended if they don't answer. Why? Because we are our own CEOs and we're only positioning people where they need to be and where they ought to be. We give assignments. We don't expect everybody to do it. But if a handful do it, it's more than enough for the people that we contacted. That's why I say out of 25 people, don't expect 25 people to enroll. Expect at least 3 enrollments. Okay? And if it's 50 people on your list, expect at least 6 people to enroll and for them to do the assignments. That's why the more people you're able to expose and to build your list of contacts, the better. Okay. So now you bring someone on a three-way call if you don't know how to break down the information, right? And when we do that, I'm going to give you another assignment that I want you to practice. Let me just get out of this screen. I'm going to go back to this other screen right here, right now. Once you expose the video, if you can learn this little magical leverage calculator, or maybe your leader's going to do it for you, here's what we do. We go back to the calculator, right? Which is the leverage. Once they say, listen, I watched the video, I liked what I saw, and I want more information. Great. Listen, I won't be able to explain everything. I might have to get my mentor to explain it, but I'm gonna get you into one of our tools so you can actually see it for yourself, and we can jump on a Zoom and show you around real quick so we can estimate your goals. All right. So let's get down to this here, which is your calculator. All right, listen. I know that you saw what was your interest? Well, I like the fact that I can invest in precious metals, but I don't have the funds and the resources to do it. You know, I'm barely making ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck. I just don't know how to do it. Well, very simple. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to leverage from what we have here by referring others. I mean, you know, what I've done with you is exactly what you're going to do with others. Was that hard to show you a video? No, it's not hard. Okay, great. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out a way where you're going to find yourself to fund yourself. Do you have a credit card? Or do you have any money set aside to be able to invest? How much? $249.97. That's it, $249.97. And I'm going to show you how to get that money back right away. We're going to work on your list, and we're going to go out and find 3 people that see what you saw in one customer. 3 people and 1 customer. When you do that, the company is going to pay you $350 right off the bat. So if you made a $249.97 investment and you get $350, is that a rate of return on your investment right away? Sure. Okay. Right after that, you're going to have $150 a month in residual income. We're going to work together. You're going to work here for yourself, but you're never going to work by yourself. You see how a Christmas conversation can turn into business afterwards? All right. And it also gives you a chance to be able to expose your lunch and your re-lunch. So you got 150 right here of residual income, whether you work or not. Now, let's start to leverage your residual, and let's start to do the investment of your residual into precious metals. This is a little side hustle for you. You still got your full-time job. So your little side hustle now is going to build you an asset called silver with a rental agreement. So $150 a month, how much is that per year? Oh, well, it's $1,800. You just bring the calculator back and let them answer. $1,800 a year. All right. Let's assume you decide to invest your $1,800 in residual income. In as little as 5 years, your $1,800 a year in residual income becomes a $15,000, 373.23 in assets. Simple formula. Now think about this. Let's assume you get this type of a, structure. This is what you're going to get in return 5 years down the road, $15,000 from your precious metals, and it's going to give you $326 a month, whether you work or not. Do you know anything that can pay you that much if you leave your money set aside somewhere and you had $15,000 that could pay you that rate of return without touching principal? No, I don't. You see how simple this is? And all you did basically is refer 4 people. You triggered $350 right out the bat. And now you got leverage from your residual income, converting it into an asset. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is not complicated. We can all do this, but it's going to take practice for you to explain what I'm explaining to you. This is the way I do things. I don't complicate things. I send videos, I do my follow-ups. If they want more information, I bring them over here and I get into Dream. That's it. If they want deeper information and conversations on what we do, once they're enrolled, we start activating services in their back office and let the experts do the work. That's all we do. Okay. Now, if you want to go further and then you say the referrals that you bring start to do what you're doing. All right. And they don't do exactly what you do, but at least they're half excited as you are, half excited as you are. All right. And they go out there and start sharing. Well, those three people that you referred to go to work with you and a customer can get you to earn an extra $600 a month when 4 enrollments become 12. And who's not going to be sharing if you're going to be showing this? So instead of 150 now, we can actually do $600 a month, still your little side hustle, right? In a year, instead of doing 1,800, we could be doing 7,200. You can invest your little side hustle. Now look in 5 years what you're going to have in assets. Monthly residual income, $1,304 per month. You see how you start to expand their vision? And now you can actually say, listen, I know we're going to work on your credit. Say if they got credit challenges, we got experts that are going to help you fix your personal credit. But meanwhile, you do that, I want you to also start looking at another leverage, which is from outside of your personal credit, we're going to show you how to build business credit. It might take you 6 to 8 months, but as long as you start to spark up your excitement with this over here, we're going to find other sources to put more into your assets by getting funded from business funding, and they guarantee you $50,000. Now, check this out. Remember, they were having problems financially, right, at the beginning, but if you get in position right here, those problems go away. They got enough money because they're actually generating from their business $600. How about if they choose not to invest the $7,200 and grab some of that money to be able to invest $3,000 to get funded $50,000? A smart move can happen going in that direction. Now let's talk about having business funding. And it took them 8 months to build the business funding. That's $50,000 guarantee. And they invest this yearly. Let's go over here now. Look, $574,000. They funded $250,000 from business funding, plus whatever they were putting already from their residual income. Now they got a monthly residual income of $5,735. That blows my mind away, ladies and gentlemen. This is what can happen on a Christmas conversation, on a New Year's conversation. Imagine doing this for someone in 2026. Just because Christmas became a traditional conversation and a by the way conversation. I already got my list. Holidays are just around the corner, and I'm going to be doing exactly what I'm teaching you. That's exactly what I do. That's what I've done for 31 years. I don't get in the way. I use systems and tools and resources to be able to leverage from, so I can just kind of walk away and just live a life of sharing testimonies. I got Monifa now under my belt with testimonies that I'll share. See, this is all we do, and I can obviously go with more, but you know, we can go bigger, because the more you become excited about what we do, instead of sharing it with 3, you might want to share it with 12 and have them do exactly the same thing. So from $600 a month, you can jump to $12,000 a month in business, which is $144,000 a year. Now you can put more money in in precious metals, right? And we're not going to go in detail on all this. You can kind of play your own little, scenarios when you sit down and just kind of do. This is what I did when I started using the tools. I started doing this myself, role playing, kind of seeing the way I was going to present things. So it becomes so simple when you explain it publicly. And if you can't do this, it's okay. Get your trainer, get your leader to do it with you. That's it. All you got to do is share the video and say, you know what? I know you got a lot of questions. The company gives us so much tools. There's a leverage calculator that you're going to love, but I'm going to have my team partner, my leader, share that with you. And as a matter of fact, her name is Monifa. Oh my God, she's got a tremendous testimonial. She has already shifted $1,006 a month. She's going to pay her mortgage for 30 years in 10 years. She's already got 50 ounces in precious metals. Oh my God, when you hear her, I'm telling you, it's going to blow your mind away. All right, so I'm going to get Monifa on a three-way call. And I hope she's not too busy because she's always running around handling business. You know, as a matter of fact, she's in social media. Go look at her stuff on Facebook. As a matter of fact, in Messenger, I'm going to send you her Facebook so you can see how she's using all the tools and the resources. You see, I get out of the way. In either case, you're going to win. How are you going to win? By exposing. Nothing happens if you keep your mouth shut. See, we're not here. We're not secret agents. We have to expose what we do. And this is the time to do it. All right. Remember the holidays for business people, they're thinking about how they're going to sell what they have. And people are walking in, they're leaving their dollars in stores. Right here, you're a business person that has the mentality to help someone. And they're going to invest $250 somewhere. They're probably going to buy a gift that, you know, that is going to go, if it's a gift for a child, they'll play for a little while, invest the $250 that is going to go in a trash instead of having them invest that here with us, with MWR. All right. So on that note, I see that we have Monifa with her hand up. Monifa.
Yes, thank you so much for this training. And as you're speaking, I thought about I refuse to work until I die. Working for 40 years, for 40 hours a week to retire on 40% of my money. I refuse. Once this has been etched in my brain, once I even thought about it like that. That's why I call myself the paradigm shifter, because this whole business shift my paradigm in line with my maker. God didn't design for us to work. That's slavery. Yes, we have to do it, obey the laws of the land because we are in the land. However, that is not the end all be all. He wants us to live abundantly and life thereof, not just robbing Peter to pay Paul and shifting money here and shift the money the right way with the proper strategies, with the proper community, with the proper company. This is it. We don't beg, we don't prime, we don't convince, we just simply share. And that's all I do is share, share, share. I used to get, because when I was, green in the business, I used to get, discouraged because everybody say no, 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 no. However, all those no's turns into yes after a while. Once they see that, they go back on my page, like you just said, go back on my page and see how long I've been sharing this. It's not a fly by night thing. This is something I've been doing, So thank you so much for being a leader's leader, for being here weekend after weekend, helping us expose, helping us to articulate this and become better leaders. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you again.
Thank you, Moni, for being a tremendous team leader. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're all about: relationship building. I don't know I think we met in events, of course, with Monifa, but we're not close to each other. We're here in California. She's in New York. See, we're pretty distant, but you know what? We're here together, working in a distance, but you know what? In heart to heart, next to each other. I feel Monifa like she's right next to me. That's how I feel, right? Elisa, everyone else that is here, Ron. I mean, I'm only one phone call away to get their testimony. That's it. This is what we have: testimonials. Rob Clay, anybody, Dr. G.W. Parker Jameson. I'm a phone call away and an engagement to get someone's story to be able to to expose it to my prospects. I want more Monifas. I want more, Dr. G.W. Parker's on my team, more Ron Samuels. There's Elisa's, right? I don't want to leave anyone out. Jameson's. There's stories that people need to hear from. And it doesn't have to be only your story. Go find other people's stories and put them under your belt, because they come pretty handy when you do a three-way call. All right. I like what Ron said over here: a closed mouth won't get fed. on the boulevard. I like that. There you go. All right. I also got that Joseph said, let's go. Ron Samuels again. Absolutely. Tell your story. If you don't have one, tell someone else's. Yep. So I like all this participation, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you guys are just an amazing gift. And I keep you as part of my the gift of life. So my Christmas tree is lit up with all your stories and your participation throughout the entire year. We have been a strong community, day in, day out, nonstop, protecting each other, engaging with each other. I like what Ron Samuel said earlier today, and I've heard Ron Samuels being in spots where he's been pretty uncomfortable. Right, we came together at one point, a couple years back, to be able to support him. Through some challenges he was facing. We're family, ladies and gentlemen. See, we borrow from each other's energy, and we keep ourselves engaged in the process. We all go through hard moments, and you don't want to be around negative people when you're going through hard moments, because they're going to tear you down. They're going to chop you to pieces and say, listen, man, you're not worth it. You're right. And if it comes to your business and you're exposing it and they're laughing at you, well, get away from those people and always come back to the circle of winners, because every time you come back to us, we're going to encourage you that there's more of us out there. See, the 23 participants that are here, I guarantee you, we didn't invite 23. We probably had to invite all of us 100, 200, 300 people. But see, the leaders stay close to the fire. The leaders stay close to the fire. Everyone else, whatever they're doing, God bless them. And it's okay. Manifa said it earlier. She said, what? I've been exposing. This is not an overnight success. Exposing. And guess what? She keeps close to the fire so she can protect herself against negativism. So we're going to get back to our reality, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I said earlier today, don't expect everyone to say yes and to agree with you. Give it time and then show them. And then when you show them 3 months from now or 6 months from now, and they hear you again, or maybe they might ask, are you still doing that thing? Oh, yeah. I got about 100 ounces in precious metals. I'm getting some, passive income. I also have my residual income growing, $600 a month, $1,500 a month, whatever the case may be where you are, expose, because now they're going to go, okay, I think I got to start paying attention. I think the one that is messed up here mentally and emotionally and spiritually is me. I got to listen to you. I've been sitting on my problem for a long time. I thought I was going to get over it, but I just got downsized or laid off. It's time for me to shift gears. I got to get on your boat, because I need to be somewhere where I get as excited as you are. You see how the story changes? Never lose hope. Stay away from negative people. Keep working on your journey and stay close to the fire, because the only thing that is going to happen to you is you're going to achieve financial freedom, and you're going to be in complete control of your life and your destiny. All right? So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let everyone go, not unless anyone has any other comments. And I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And don't forget to keep the switch on, because someone out there is praying for an opportunity, living lives of desperation. And you can be that hope for that person by opening up your mouth in a by the way conversation using the acronym form. Okay? All right. Microphones are open, cameras are open, and once again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's go out there and make it happen.
Happy
Bye,
holidays,
everybody.
Happy holidays.
everyone.
Thank
Happy
you,
holidays,
Holidays.
Merry
John,
Christmas.
Fernando, Monifa. Thank you,
Happy holidays,
everyone.
family.
Thank you.
Love, family.
Love you, family.
Love you guys.
Hey, Ron. See you later, my friend.
All right. Yes, sir.